Hey everybody, this is our Member of the Month video for June. I'm sitting here with Max, who is our June Member of the Month, obviously. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
And also second place finisher of the Rookie Rumble of this year, 2019. You've been a member with us for 4 months, 6 months?
6 months.
6 months.
November, just after Thanksgiving.
Nice. Okay. So we're getting into our 11 questions per Tim Ferriss. Starting off, as always, Max, number one, what book or books have you given as a gift and resonate with you or greatly influenced your life?
The number one book that I've given as a gift is The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday.
Okay.
Is it one you've read?
Okay. It's not.
It's a good one. I was going to bring you a copy, but then I forgot to dig it out of my book pile. Because I have 3 or 4 copies at home,
Really?
just in case I need to give it as a book. So after reading about Tim Ferriss and Ryan Holiday and how much they enjoy giving books as gifts, which obviously feeds into this being one of the questions that Tim Ferriss asks, I thought, that is a good idea. I'll get several copies of this book. And since then, I've given it to family members, I've given it to colleagues at work, I've given it to people who I coached American football with in England.
Okay.
And it's a great read. I really enjoyed it. It's a variety of stories through history of illustrating that stoicism is a good approach to life, and that effectively you can instill it down to that the obstacles that we come across are what define us and drive us and lead us forward.
So in essence, justifying the English way of life period. Stiff upper lip and just keep moving forward.
Exactly right. Yeah. There are a couple of others that jump to mind as well. Inglorious Empire by Shashi Tharoor was a great history of the British in India, which was a fascinating book. Completely different kind of book, very much more a history book, but that one was quite impactful as well. Yeah, so I'd recommend that too.
All right. Number two, what purchase of $100 or less has most positively impacted your life in the last 6 months or in recent memory? Brand, model, etc., if possible.
Okay. This one was a bit more of a struggle to think through because there's quite a few that have been very, very impactful, but slightly over $100. So the number one that springs to mind is a recent purchase I made, which was an engagement ring for Lauren. A little over $100.
Do we need to hold the video now, or is she aware of the fact that this is coming?
She knew it. Yeah. We went through the questions beforehand.
Congratulations.
Thanks. And then other ones that actually were close to that price range. You've already talked about it on this series. Saks underwear.
Nice.
Absolutely love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great.
Just makes every day better.
It does.
It really does.
It does all the way around.
There's a travel pillow, and I can't pronounce the name of the brand, but it is by far and away the best travel pillow I've got, which is like $30. I think it's pronounced Cabeu.
Okay.
Not exactly
Yep.
sure.
Yep.
But I flew transatlantically a number of times before moving here, and that was a real game changer for me.
Nice.
Just made my life a whole lot more comfortable.
Okay.
So I'd say those ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Number three, how has a failure or apparent failure set you up for later success? And do you have a favorite failure?
Yes, there was one that immediately sprang to mind. I tried to move to Chicago in 2015 with work, and I applied to our New Horizons program, they called it. It was supposed to be 3 months living abroad, and I figured if I got here for 3 months and do good enough work, they'd just let me stay. That was the plan. First time around I applied for it, I got rejected. I hadn't put together a good enough application for it. It's quite a competitive process. Second time I got onto it, absolutely thrilled. Couldn't be more excited. But you have to apply for your number one choice and then 2 other places, including one in an emerging market. And then I found out I was going to India for 3 months, which first I was a little heartbroken about. I had my heart set on Chicago. But then the time I spent there was absolutely incredible. It really was life-changing. 3-4 months that I spent there. I made some really great friends, found out a lot about myself, and then discovered myself, as well as working, of course. And did some good work too, and it was a really special experience.
That's cool. That's very, very good. Okay, if you could have a gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, metaphorically speaking, getting the message out to billions and billions of people, what would it say? Could be a few words, paragraph, etc.
I would probably go for control the controllables, or some variation on that. Don't worry about things you can't control.
Yeah.
That's very much feeding it from The Obstacle is the Way as a book. I really enjoy simply call your parents.
Right.
That's a good message. Just for everyone.
Just in general.
Yeah.
That's nice. The control of the controllables, that's something that that I use frequently with a lot of the sports teams that I work with, and it's also one of Holly's favorite phrases too. So we definitely vibe on that one. Number 5, what is one of the best or most worthwhile investments you've ever made? Assumedly you can't go back to the engagement ring.
Okay, sorry. That was going to be my backup option. I'd have to say playing American football. So I took that up at age 18 in the UK, and it was a really fun, rewarding experience throughout college there, university as we would call it. And I made an awful lot of friends, had a sport that I thrived in the UK. I mean, the standard is so much lower than it is here. So whilst I was pretty good there,
Right.
would be terrible.
Not so much here yet.
Yeah. But pretty much all of the friendships I have in my adult life, outside of work, stem from playing American football.
Yeah, that is a really big one too. What's an unusual habit or an absurd thing that you love?
Oh, this is a fun one. So I moved over from the UK in November, and since then I just love picking out things that seem very ordinary here, but to me just seem absurd and crazy. And my favorite activity is to go to the grocery store, ideally with Lauren, and point out every single item that is different in the UK than it is to the US. And she does not enjoy this game quite as much as I do. But I'll say, oh, look at these. We don't have those in the UK. Oh, you know we call these in the UK. And it drives her a little crazy.
She's over
but
it now.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a fun game. It's a really fun game.
Number one thing that you find in a grocery store that you're like, wow, that is a such and such in the UK.
That's different?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll insist on calling things by their English names. Like
Such as?
arugula would be rocket, and that is
Rocket?
a very different word.
Okay.
Yes, stems from the French word.
Okay.
Every time I find these differences,